I want to tell you a story about how I made my first six figures from home. So, the situation was I was going back to pharmacy school. I had twin daughters at the time. I was in a horrible relationship with a serial cheater. Like, literally, I lost count at how many women he had dealt with. The girls were in daycare at the time. Literally, my first day of pharmacy school was their first day of daycare. Up until day one of pharmacy school, I was either at school 2 days a week trying to take my prerequisites, or I was at home full time taking care of the girls. Twins. Summertime comes of my year one of pharmacy school, and we have one car, and my ex looks at me and says, "Hey, I can't wait till you're off for the summer because I'm going to take the girls out of daycare. You're going to be at home with them full time, and we got one car, so you'll be at the house." This man is looking me dead in my face, and he's telling me, "Hey, I'm pulling the girls out of daycare and they're coming home with you," which is not the problem, but the issue is we have one vehicle. And keep in mind, like I said, this man was for the streets. So I already know what that meant, okay? So I decided I'm going to get a job because we're not doing all that great. We're pretty broke, and we can't afford to, do some of the things I had done previously as a salesperson, okay? So I'm used to having some money in my pocket. So at that point, I feel pretty trapped. Like I had no choices, no options. Like I was going to be stuck. I was going to be that woman who's at home with the kids while her man is out in the streets doing whatever the fuck. So I decided I'm going to get a job. And there's a job posting for a company that I had worked with previously for 5 years when I was an undergrad. And I made really good money in school working part-time, over $30,000 a year in sales, which is good for part-time. So I decide I'm going to go and interview with them. I make my application. They see that I've worked with the company before. Not only did I work with the company before, but I was killing it at the company before. I go into the interview and these guys are complete assholes, which is par for the course for this company because this company was a complete asshole when I worked for them before in college. The only reason I didn't leave is because I couldn't afford to. The money was so good. So they tried to give me the job, but I walked out of there just absolutely sick to my stomach. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do that again. So my only choice was work at this particular company that I already knew was going to just have me running through hoops and jumping through circles, or I could figure out how I was going to make some money from home. So I thought, what can I do, or what have I done that has been able to bring money in? Like, what marketable skills do I have? And then the light bulb went off. I can write resumes for money. And as long as I can make $140 a week for daycare, I'm doing it. Like and comment for part 2, please.